Dear viewers, you are watching our weekly program Invest in Ethiopia on OBN Horn of Africa. In this edition, we'll be talking about Kenya beverage and its economic impact in Oromia region as well as the nation. To discuss this issue, I'm joined by Mr. Nwai Magarsa, Chairman of Kenya Beverage Share Company. Till the end of our program, stay tuned. Mr. Nwai, thank you for your time.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me.
Okay, let me begin with this question. Kenya Beverage Share Company is one of major economic projects designed to create economic revolution in Oromia. Would you tell us about it and how was it started?
Thank you once again. Thank you for having us. Kenya Beverage Share Company was established before about 8 years as one of the biggest parts of the Oromo economic revolution. The purpose of the design of this project was at that time to revolutionize the Oromia regional economic activity, which means to onboard the uses of the uses in Oromia on jobs and duties. And we designed different kinds of projects at that time. However, when we analyze the industry that we have, the industry that we are playing as a region, we were not in this beverage industry. Kenya is a beverage industry. Not only some people call it Kenya beer. It's not only beer. It is all sorts of beverage, which about at its full capacity, with about 8 products. Then we were not in this beverage industry, and it is going to be also one of the biggest industry to create a job opportunity. With this framework, we designed this project, and it is the most complex, the most biggest project in our region.
As you have mentioned, Kenya Beverage Share Company officially launched on 1 April 2017. Why the government established this company?
So, as I said, basically, the purpose of this project is to create a job opportunity and play in this market, because, as I said, we were not basically in this industry. So the government took this initiative, one, to create a job opportunity and to transform the region. We transform the region using this project because basically it consumes the agricultural outputs, the likes of wheat, barley, or maize, or sorghum, and we can transform also our farmers and the industry, and basically we create a big job opportunity in the region. The purpose of the project to be selected is, especially for the regional government, is to create the job opportunity, to transform the agricultural sector, and to transfer the technical knowledge of the area.
Thank you. Could you discuss the economic benefits of Kenya Beverage Share Company?
Yes, when we say the economic benefit, it is what can this industry gives out to the society. As I said, we can create huge job opportunity in this regard. This is the first benefit. How? One, we can say we can create the chance of job opportunity in the Oromia regional government in 3 lines. The first line is we create a job opportunity directly in the industry, in the factory, in the manufacturing industry, at its full capacity. We are going to start small at this first phase, and this can be expanded to a large chain of industry and manufacturing center as well. For example, with the current Kenya Beverage Share Company, we are producing the likes of malt, beer, draft, bottled water, and so on and so forth. When it is at its full capacity, this existing factory by itself expanded simply with a small investment. We can expand it to a large size. For example, we start now with a capacity of 3 million hectoliter. With a very small investment, it can be expanded to 6 million hectoliter. This directly will employ the educated users of the Oromia regional government. This is one. The second line of job opportunity creation is when you sell this beverage, there are distributors, there are retailers, there are the likes of vehicles and the transportation, which again, in the second line, hire a lot of the regional and the national users in this regard. The third is, Kenya Beverage has a lot of raw materials that it consumes. For example, water. You can take water. You can take barley, the beer barley or malt barley. In the future, it can expand its raw materials to different kinds of inputs, such as maize or sorghum, and so on and so forth, with these kinds of tests. This indirectly employs the regional labor in the agricultural sector. There are imports which we have to import from abroad as well. In this regard, again, we have the different kinds of companies which are working and which are specializing on importing of items from abroad. Then it will give a job opportunity and business opportunity for these importers as well. There are manufacturers. For example, you need bottles, you need crates, you need pallets in this regard. It creates another industry which demands a lot of efforts and labors and capital as well. So it's established different kinds of institution to just run the brewery. You can see how it creates the job opportunity in all sorts. Not only this, the investors will benefit out of the huge profits of the beverage industry. That by itself will also create a job opportunity in other line. Then you can see the multiplications of the economic benefit that single factory will have in this region and all over the nation. Especially in the future, we are going to export the beverage products out of this industry to the neighboring country or to the far reaching, say, North America or Canada or Europe and so on. So then it will generate again foreign currency in this regard. Again, you can see it is a limited factor that I spoken, but you can see there are a lot of economic benefits.
What is the annual production capacity of Kenya Beverage when it is fully operational?
Well, with the existing plant that we have now, we can produce, as we are going to see the market, how the market responds to what we are doing. I hopefully 100% sure the market will positively respond. If the market responds right away, we can produce 3 million hectoliters. 3 million hectoliters is it is the biggest factory, by the way, in Ethiopia. With at one plant from one side, there is no capacity which produces 3 million hectoliters. We are the biggest one in Ethiopia. So when we say 3 million, just for your information, if I know, yeah, the beer bottle, it is a 1 billion bottle production per annum. 1 billion bottles of beer. If you only take beer, 1 billion bottles of beer per annum. But it is the unique features of Kenya is we designed Kenya. First, we start with lesser amount, and then at its full capacity, it will produce 3 billion hectoliter, 3 million hectoliter per annum, which is 1 billion bottle. But with very minimal investment, this can be expandable to 6 million hectoliter. 6 million, which is 2 billion bottle per annum. You can imagine how big it is. Then it is not only this one, by the way. We can expand this once the market is stabilized. We can expand this to, for example, you can name dairy or CSD, these carbonated soft drinks, Aquambo or the carbonated or sparkling water, different kinds of juice, and so on and so forth. You can name a lot of products under this industry. So it is the biggest manufacturing, the beverage manufacturing industry, which is purely a German technology, which is the best product in the world. By the way, Kenya is also the second or top three in the world, because we call the biggest size is we call it the brew house. The brew house diameter globally, the biggest diameter globally is 14 meter. Ours is 12.5 meter, which is the second biggest brewery factory and beverage factory in Ethiopia and globally, by the way. It is also the first in Africa and in Ethiopia.
Okay, thank you. As you have raised, Kenya Beverage has used the German consulting company. So how do you see the roles of this company in experience sharing in terms of technology transfer?
We have two German companies in this process. The first one is, as you said, it is Brewtech GmbH, which is Brewtech PLC. Brewtech PLC. So this company has got a 50 years of beverage industry consulting experience. I tell you what, the owner of the company was the first in Ethiopia when the first BG, Saint George beer established by Emperor Haile Selassie. He was one of the members who established the Saint George beer. So he is the owner of the company. He consulted in and out, by the way, this project, from the feasibility study, environmental scanning, company selection, overall advice. Brewtech GmbH played a big role by involving Ethiopian companies and the German companies in consulting the company. But not only that, this brewery is designed, manufactured, transported, installed, and commissioned by the world very known company called Kronos AG, which is also a German company. It is a German company. It is globally top two, I think, in the machinery manufacturing of these foods and beverages. So I say we are lucky. Kronos, which is very experienced in this area, very known globally, has designed, manufactured, transported, installed, commissioned solely as a turnkey this big, very big national flag manufacturing company.
Okay, thank you. As you know, the company has around 5,000 shareholders, including farmers, the local farmers. So what is the significance, especially in benefiting the farmer?
I have to remember the Oromia regional government in this regard. The Oromia regional government played in delivering this project, in financing, especially His Excellency the President, Boshomellis, has personally played a role by solving bureaucracies, supporting in all regards. The regional government has played a big role, But we have about 5,000 shareholders in Kenya. I can see the benefit is going to be on the marketing side. When we are just producing the beer now, the barley is moving through the machine now, and it is in the fermentation process. In a week or two, the beer is already coming out. The first bottle is already coming out. Now, for us, it's not about bringing and tying these all stainless together and telling out that we established this brewery factory. That the main target is producing and selling these beverages, which is coming out of the Kenya beverage industry. So the shareholder now, the big basis of the shareholder will positively impact in producing and selling, especially selling and distributing these very quality and global standard products.
What are you doing in terms of attracting foreign direct investment and local investors?
We say, at this time, after that, lots of effort over the last 7 whatever years, personally, I recommend the shareholder has to benefit out of it as of now. But in the future, especially, we have a lot of plan with Kenya Beverage Share Company, with the support of our region, with the understanding of our public, and with a huge basis of the shareholding. We need to produce and sell the beer now. But in the future, as I said, we have dairy, a huge dairy base in Oromia and in Ethiopia. We can expand it under the umbrella of Kenya. We have different kinds of fruits in Oromia, organic, and which is also expanding. You can take avocado, you can take mango, and so on and so forth. Then we can think of different kinds of fruit juices, natural and organic. We are also thinking we have a land which is already secured with a quality sparkling water a kilometer away from the existing Kenya beer sector or project site. So we are planning to expand it to under this umbrella. We are planning to have sparkling water, carbonated water, and we are thinking and planning of different kinds of these carbonated soft drinks with a flavor from our own country and from our own region. We are also thinking of the malt manufacturing center, which supports Kenya, and we can also establish which is part of this industry again. So when we think of this one, you see it needs huge capital investment. So the shareholders and the Oromia regional government can think of inviting very worthy foreign direct investments and local investors. So the decision is going to be at the shareholders level. So it is very important to have capital and expand to just capitalize on what I read on the job opportunities, economic benefit of the region and the nation. So the decision is not going to be determined by myself, but with the shareholder, especially with the Oromia regional government. But it is positive, and that is a possibility in the future.
Okay, thank you. So what should be done to help this company employ a state-of-the-art technology, and what's expected from stakeholders to realize this?
The factory that we established is already highly automated, and that is the state of art already. It is a 21st century technology. It is operating by robots in some parts of the manufacturing area, especially on these cakes and crates and palleting. We are using robots, and it's already installed, and a highly automated one. Highly automated one. For this one, it is already state of the art. But as I said, for the expansions of the industry, it has to be state of the art, because this 21st century demands this kinds of investment. We know it is a trade-off with employment, but as much as possible for the quality of the product, we have to optimize the state of the art. But that is what we did in Kenya Beverage now.
So what should be done to get capable human resources who can operate this state-of-art technology, especially what works have been done with training institutions?
We are hiring now a lot of young Ethiopians and the youth that is coming out of university in our region. Many numbers of our youth are in training center now. So we are working with Brutec, the consulting firm. We are working hardly with Kronos to transfer the knowledge to them. We have about 1 year with them now. Hereafter, we have 1 year time together to fully deliver the factory to our own Ethiopian employees. So we are organizing trainings, and the youngsters are already in training somehow. But this number is expanding. We work with training institutions, universities, and foreigners to capacitate our employees, which are already in the position and which we are expecting a lot potentially ahead of us.
Walabu Construction is handling the civil work of the company. So how do you see, as it is a domestic or local company, how do you see its performance in finalizing the construction of the project as per its plan?
Thank you very much for raising Walabu. Walabu is a sister company of Kenya, which is one of the Oromo Economic Revolution projects, which is doing an amazing job. Walabu is a family with Kenya, and it is a pleasure also when these two giant Oromo Economic project sister companies both on the sold to each other this huge industry, and whatever it is, we delivered now. We may have comments here and there, but what we have to appreciate is Walabu delivered the civil workers of Kenya Beverage Company, which is the biggest national flag company in Ethiopia, and Walabu did a great job. I hope they also benefited out of building industry.
Well, to help Kenya Beverage Share Company succeed at its objectives, what should be the role of the stakeholders, including the general public and the leadership of the region?
What I strongly recommend is you need to test the products of Kenya Beverage Share Company. And thank you for your patience for these long years. Because the demand is, by the way, some people may say it took time, whatever. But this size of factory, this size of industry, at least needs 5 years of designing, constructing, and bringing all together, bringing all contractors together. And for the general public, the aim is not about building this factory. It's not about building that giant company in the location, but it is all about producing and selling the products of Kenya Beverage Company. If the public is not accepting this on the ground, that is a futile. But what I recommend, what I demand, and especially what I beg the public is, please enjoy the products of Kenya Beverage Share Company. Please sell and promote the products of Kenya Beverage Share Company. If you're able to do that one, we have a potential to expand similar companies in the Oromia and Ethiopia in general, and Eastern Africa, why not? So, which benefits finally our public and our society.
Okay, Mr. Noai, if you have any concluding remark, please do it.
You know, our public has patiently waited for this long period of time. Thank you for your patience. The regional government, Mr. President, especially the Oromia Regional President, His Excellency Obochumalis, tremendously supported for the success of this project, this national flag project, where we transferred knowledge, technology, and technical knowledges, and where we taught our contractors in delivering this project. And I would like to say thank you all. Now the remaining phase of the project is producing and selling. And on the selling side, the shareholder, the public at large has to support for the success of this brewery. It is a quality product. It is a quality beverage that is coming out of the Kenya beverage. We did it carefully with the globally renowned company Kronos and the German consulting firm Brutec. So trust it, enjoy it, promote it, and support your own product for the expansion and success of the similar projects ahead of us. Thank you, Obi, and also for following up us from the beginning and until today. Thank you very much. Thank you for having us again. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Noai, thank you for your time and insight on our program.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, dear viewers, that brings us to the end of our today's program. See you next time with another program. Till then, bye bye. Take care.